Is your debt causing you sleepless nights? Knock your debt out with Debt KO. And your debt won't be the only thing keeping you up at night. Debt KO, free, impartial advice on all your debt.
This is Coogan Catches for IFL TV in association with MTK Global. Delighted as always to be joined by Mr. Dave Allen, aka White Rhino. All right, mate?
I'm very well, mate. How are you?
I'm all right.
Good.
So, I was just reading Eddie's Instagram post, and he wrote,
Yeah.
You've made some interesting decisions in your career, but you've now made the best one or something like that.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It was the decision to retire was made by me and Eddie really together. So starting at the very end, Eddie was sending me names for next week, yeah. And I just kept saying, no, I don't want to box him. I don't want to box him. And Eddie was like, what's going on? This is not like you. And I was like, to be honest, Ed, like, I don't really want to box anymore. I don't really want to fight anymore. A, because I just don't have the passion to do it anymore, to fight. And B, because I just don't, I just think I'm an accident waiting to happen, I guess, you know. The prize fight, there's not many fighters go to the hospital unconscious, paralysed and stuff, and get to come back and get to live a normal life again, like I'm getting to lead. Never mind fighting again. So, you know, it's a belated decision. One, based on the fact that I was hanging around just trying to make more money and stuff, and I could hang around for more money, and I could have a few more, but at what cost? So I just said, I'm going to get out. Just might as well get out. He said, no, you're right. I spoke to Darren Barker, I spoke to Jamie, and the decision was made just to get out now, because I said before, no, I'm not going to box again, but this time I don't want to box. I don't want to fight at all.
What do you think would have happened had you had the Lovejoy fight a couple of weeks ago?
I would have beat him, and then, because he was crap, I would have beat him, and then I would have got beat. I'd get beat. Anyone half decent would probably stop me now. That's the problem. After the prize fight, I did a bit of sparring with fighters that were below British title level. It was all right. It was fine, easy and stuff. I sparred Alexander Usyk, and he knocked me out cold. But I was still boxing. I was still stood up, snoring. There's a video of me snoring, boxing, with itch on written.
You talked about the Usyk sparring, but you didn't actually say what you just said there. That you said that he rocked you and he caught you with whatever, but you didn't.
Yeah, well, now I'm not boxing. Now I'm not boxing. The board can't try and stop me boxing because they know this. But he hit me, and I was snoring, stood up, I was still going. I was trying to hit him. I remember it. Me snoring. I remember the video. But you see the video, he hits me. You can hear the snoring. So he hits me. He puts any. I'm knocked out, but I finished the round off. I watched the video back. I finished the round off. I do all right as well. And then from that point, from the end of the round, I can remember thinking, God, my legs felt funny. And then about half an hour later, I'm stood outside the ring packing my bag, and I don't have any recollection of what happened between the end of the round and packing my bag after the sparring and missing the rest of the spar. So I must have been out of it for 20 minutes, concussed, just gone. But I said to U16 at the time, I said, I've been knocked out. And they were like, they didn't speak very good English. And I went, no, watch the video. So I watched the video, and they didn't realise anything up with me. But I was gone. I was out of it. So I came back to England, and I retired that. I rung me down and said, look, I'm not going to box ever again. I don't want to box ever again. Gave it a few days, and the hammer fight got off. And I thought, all right, I'll have the hammer.
Dave, you're frozen. Dave?
If not, I'll call it a day. The hammer fight fell through a group. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, you just froze for a minute there. Just go back from the hammer fight. Sorry.
Yes, so I got offered the hand fight, so I took it. The money was all right. Then I got offered the Lovejoy fight. The money was less, but I took it because I thought Lovejoy's not very good. And I thought if I can beat Hammer or Lovejoy with either time of the thinking, I get a really big fight, enough money where I can retire and never work again. But obviously, it didn't work out that way. And then I got offered the fight for this Saturday coming, and I just thought, do not need it anymore because I sparred again since Usyk. Sparred once, sparred with a girl, and she hit me on the top of the head, and it didn't shake me up, but my legs had gone, and I just thought, I'm an absolute shell of a man these days, and I thought, I'm not getting knocked out in an 8-rounder. What's the point? You know, I'll be remembered as a half-decent fighter who was very tough. I don't want to be remembered. I don't want to be remembered for getting banjoed by Fabio Wardley or Alan Babbage, or maybe. I don't want that. I don't need it. So the money, they can stuff the money. I'm not interested. I'd rather keep my pride intact.
It's a situation you're in where only you can talk to Darren Barker and you can talk to Jamie Moore and you can talk to Eddie Hearn, and they will always give what their opinion is, knowing you how they know you and obviously playing a part in your career. But ultimately, it's only you that really knows whether you haven't got it anymore, or like the way you're explaining, like you don't, like that whole accident waiting to happen. If you can kind of realise that before it happens, then you are doing the right thing.
Yeah, I was over with Usyk in the last fight, the first 3 rounds. I think he was shot. He couldn't hit me, couldn't lay a glove for me. I was fit. I was sparring really well. But I've took a lot of hits over the years, you know what I mean? And I think it's just a case of it just caught with me, you know? Hard men go soft, and I think that's what's happened, really. And more than anything, even if that wasn't the case, I just don't want. I can't think of anything I want to do less than get punched in the face. I just cannot be arsed. The thought of someone punching me in the mouth now, like, really upsets me. I just don't want it at all. And as soon as I started thinking like that, which I have been since the prize fight, really, every time Eddie offered me something, it was like, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Whereas before, Dylan White, a couple of weeks notice, Louis Ortiz in 2 weeks. Yeah, 100%, let's have it. But now I just think, boxing, a Slovakian fella who was 111 out of 17, he might be all right. He might beat me. And as soon as that thought process creeped in, I eventually had to accept it and say to myself, nah, I'm not. I mean, I've been in the wrong game. But I kept fighting with the thought process I've got right now. So that's it. I'm really happy with it, though. I'm happy with my lot. I'm proud of what I've done. And it is what it is.
How much of that Usyk Chisora fight week kind of took it out of you? It was a difficult week for you, that, wasn't it? Like the whole being in that fight environment, you couldn't leave that fight environment, not knowing whether you were going to fight, not knowing in the end who were you going to fight, and then you didn't end up fighting. Like, for your brain, that must have been very kind of stressful, taxing to have gone through that week. I saw it. I'm not you, but I saw when I was with you every day and every step of that, and I could see that was taking its toll on you.
Yeah, it was hard. It was hard work. It wasn't the most pleasant few weeks I've had. You know, even when Hammond pulled out, it was a 10-day process getting a replacement and stuff. But it has no bearing on my decision that I've made now, really. To be honest, I think it's a shame. You know, if I'd have fought Lovejoy, the money from the Lovejoy fight plus the one after would have set me up to have a comfortable life. But it's not to be. I'm not going to cry about it. It's a shame. I wish I would have boxed wish I would have boxed Lovejoy. I could have boxed someone else for like 10 times less money. I could have boxed this Saturday coming, but I was going to get 10 times less than I was for the Hammer fight, and I just think, what's the point? Yeah, we could. That has no bearing on my decision to retire. My decision to retire is based on A, I don't want to get smacked in the face, and B, when I get smacked in the face these days, I'm worried A, I'll get knocked out on the telly, and B, I might not be as lucky as I was after the prize fight and come back 100% unscathed.
Dave, how many of these fights would you say over your career have you probably not been, I'm not even talking about physically, I'm talking about mentally, not right for the fights, but obviously the lure of the financial aspect has kind of overtaken that, where you thought, I've got to fight, I've got to earn money. But you haven't really, if you're being honest with yourself, you haven't been in the right frame of mind to be in them fights. Dave,
Well, I've had 25 pro fights. And
just start that again, David.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go on.
So, for the first 10 pro fights, I trained for 2 of them. I was with Steffi Bull, and to be fair, I was running and stuff. I was fit. He literally came pick me up from my house and made me run. So I trained for them. But I'd only had 10 amateur fights, and I boxed the French champion, Jason Gavin, so I struggled. People say, oh, you were shit, you boxed shit against him. I did well to beat him, to be honest. So they're only like me 17th and 18th ever fight in my life. But I was fit for them. The other 8 I weren't. You know, I was very fortunate with... I had Dennis Hobson at the start of my career. He was fucking fantastic with me, and I wouldn't be where I am today without him. But I was only a kid, 20 years old, and I just took the piss, really. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have a clue, you know. I wasn't training. My first trainer, Kev Sanders, not a bad trainer, but I just took the piss. We just, you know, I knew I was boxing. It was fine. I ended up getting a draw. And then I boxed Dylan White on a couple of weeks' notice, Luis Ortiz on a couple of weeks' notice. Then Eddie gave me a chance against the Polish fella. Never trained a day for him. Then I boxed Dave Howe a week later. Never trained a day for him. Then Eddie rung me to Lenroy Thomas. I box wrecked him. I said I'll beat him. Didn't train a day for the first fight at Rommel Lane. I went to the gym. Proper pissed out. I didn't train. Then I boxed Tom Dallas at about 19.5 stone. Then I got fit for the Lenroy rematch. It never happened at Cardiff. Then I got fit for the rematch. Got a cut eye in the first round. And then I never trained again for 9 months. I never trained again after the Lenroy Thomas rematch. Never trained again. Probably 10 sessions I did in the whole of 2018. And I watched Yoka, Bracamonte, Webb, Nebo, and Dave Howe. And I probably went to the gym 10 times in 9 months. Never trained at all for any of them. You know, Yoka fight, I was so out of shape. But I'm more out of shape for Nemo and Bracamonte because they were 5 months later. Honestly, from boxing on the Thomas with the cut eye to boxing Bracamonte, which was 8 months. I'd be lucky if I'd have done 10 training sessions the whole time. You know. And the Brown fight I got up for. But I didn't know the diet, I didn't have a clue. I was eating dark chocolate because I thought it was healthy for me. So I was eating bars of dark chocolate in the hotel at night because I thought it was good for me.
Dave,
and
gone.
The prize fight was for Dick. And the darts fight, again, I never trained a single day for the darts fight. Hello?
Dave, you're frozen. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
And your Wi-Fi is... Right, try again.
Well, I was out to the price thing.
Just take it from where you think you left off from like 30 seconds ago. Hello?
Yeah, I boxed Price and that went horrifically wrong. Never trained for the darts fight. Didn't do a day for the darts fight from probably Price apart from training when I was training Danny and the other lads. So, but I look back at my career and some fighters can't punch, some people have got no strength, some people can't take a shot. I was just a fucking lunatic. The last 8 years of my life as a professional fighter, I've done some mad things, you know. But I don't regret any of it. I don't regret the not training because I am who I am. I couldn't change it, you know. If I went back in time, I'd try and do things different, but I wouldn't be able to do anything different anyway because I am what I am. I'm still going to fly off the handle and do some of the things I did. I didn't box for 15 months at one point. I pulled out of numerous fights in my career at different times. I could pull out of them because self-harm or other things, you know. That's what I've been, and I don't regret it. And I've done amazingly well because I'm a weirdo. So I've done really well, to be honest.
Do you think, obviously, you've got So you've got, but obviously you want to guide Danny Morrell.
Yep.
Do you think you'll stay in that capacity of inboxing? You're not just going to kind of just fuck the whole thing off as such?
Well, I've been asking Eddie for a job for months, to be honest. So I'm very hopeful something will come up, you know. Like I said, I've not been a world champion, but I think I'm more popular than 90% of the world champions of Edinburgh, which means more to me than probably in a world title. Anyway, I wouldn't swap the popularity I've had for a world title. I wouldn't do it. So I'm hopeful of something coming up, whether it be Matchroom or Sky. I'm hopeful of getting something in some capacity. I want to stay involved, and I hope to train and manage fighters and stuff. I think the job I've done with Danny is unbelievable, to be honest. Because when I met him, he was fucking shite, and he looks all right now. So, I'm really chuffed with him the other day. But yeah, I want to stay involved. But if I don't stay involved, I'll find something to do. So I'm not upset at all. I'm not upset. It's not a snap decision. I'm really happy with everything.
Obviously, I saw after you posted today, and obviously the one thing that people will ask is, does Dave Allen stay retired? I think it's not an unfair question to ask.
Well, I spoke to Ed, and retiring is retirement because I'm a Sky and Matchroom man, to be honest. You know, my friends at Matchroom. Eddie wouldn't put me on another show again now. Do you know what I mean? That was it. We agreed to be done, and that was it. He wouldn't put me on again. I won't go and box anywhere else anyway. I don't really want to. So I'm done. It makes me a bit sad. You know what I mean? I wish I'd have done more, but like I said earlier, it wasn't to be. The attribute of training hard and dieting is one that I've not got, so I can't be too upset about it.
Dave, so how much of your mental health has played a factor in your decision to retire, so to speak?
I don't think it's played a part in it at all. You know, I think now at 28, I'm so much more mature and grown up than I was even 18 months ago. I think the David Price fight changed me much better as a person. You know, made me grow up a lot as well. So, not played a factor in it at all. And I think if anything, moving forward in my life now, boxing's been in the way of so many things. You know, it's ruined. Boxing's been absolutely fantastic, but in terms of personal relationships with ex-girlfriends and stuff, it's been a problem, and kind of relieved it's over, to be honest. You know, my sister and that are saying, "Oh, God, you're taking it really well." I feel it's a relief that it's over. It's genuinely how I feel.
Well, if that is how you feel, which obviously it is, you've 100% made the correct decision. And, well, anyone saying otherwise obviously hasn't got really your best interest at heart. And if you're in agreement again with, not that, like I said, it's only you can tell, as I said earlier, it's only you that knows really, as much as you can talk to Eddie and Jamie and Darren, etc. But it's only you that really knows if that's not there for you anymore. So you, by the sounds of it, you are 100% making the right decision to do this.
Yeah, it was worth it for years. You know, boxing is always hard and stuff. It's always been hard, and I think for me it's been a bit harder because I'm hard because I make things hard, to be honest. But it was worth it, you know. And like I said, where I come from, I never had anything in my life. So what I made out of boxing, it's been worth everything, you know. All the injuries, all the heartbreak and everything, it's been all worth it because I've got so much to show for it, so it's been worth it. But from where I'm at now, you know, I'm not a multimillionaire or nothing like that, but what I've got right now, it's risk rewarding. It ain't worth risking my health when I'm doing all right. Whereas years ago, 3 years ago, I'd have risked anything, you know. Whereas now it ain't worth it because I've actually got something. So I'm really happy, to be honest. You know, I don't want anyone to worry or anything because I've never felt as good.
Because people do, especially like when you come off Twitter and then you come off social media, people start to kind of panic and think like, is he all right? Why has he come off social media? And it was always kind of an indication from the outside that possibly something was wrong. And I don't think it was always the case. I think sometimes you just needed a break from certain aspects of social media where it can become draining. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, over the years, I think, like I said, things have changed so much over the years. 5 or 6 years ago, I was a different person. My girlfriend at the time used to have to hide all the cutlery and everything in the house. I wouldn't hit me and cut me and do whatever with it. And and slowly over the years, now I just shave my head in that. You know what I mean? We're growing up. And I'm sure in another couple of years' time, I might not even cut my hair off. I might just put some slits in my eyebrows or something. I don't know. It's all about growing in different. It's all about growing in different ways, and so I just feel I'm just grown up now. Yeah, I just feel better. I don't. No one needs to worry about me at all because I've from the man that everyone first saw coming onto the scene boxing. I'm not that kid anymore. Still the same person, but I've just grown up.
It's a shame you never got to fight with the British title. I know that's something that you did want to do.
Yeah, it'd been nice. I should have watched Still and White for it, but I wouldn't have fucking won it anyway, would I? So, but no, I want to eliminate against Nick Webb. It's a shame, but you know what? I'm not even spoke to my old man. I'm not spoke to my dad about the retirement. I don't think he even knows yet, to be honest. But as long as he's proud, as long as my granddad's proud, it don't matter. I'm happy.
I'm sure he is. So what are you going to go and do? Go and get married, have some children?
That's the plan, yeah. That's the plan. The plan is to get married and have loads of kids. And I want to keep involved in boxing, obviously. The marriage and kids is easy. I just have to pick somebody up and just look, you'll do. Come on, let's go. I'm nearly 30. But, I'd like the next couple of weeks is just about moving on doing something else. I want to make it something enjoyable so I can keep involved in what I enjoy doing, which is boxing, which is all I know really. So I'm quite positive about it though. I've had a lot of people offer a lot of things, and just have to sit and have a think what's the best thing to do moving forward now.
Why don't you just come in the bubble next week?
Yeah, I might just come down. Everyone will be nice to me now. But
just come down and chill out.
I might just come down and
just come and have the week there. Got Alan Babbitt, Tom Little, Fabio, Richard Larty.
Yeah, all them ones that didn't like me now boxing, they like me now because the boxing is all done to the side, isn't it? So
you can interview all of them for IFL.
Yeah, I might do. If you want me there, I'll come down.
You should come down. You should come down.
I might speak to Ed and just say, Ed, can I come down for a week just for the crack, please?
Come down. You should do.
I'll be on. No, I'll still. Yeah, Ed thinks I'm retired. He's not going to away from me. He's going away from me even more till he gives me a job.
Oh dear. Go straight to Barry. That's what you should do. Cut out the middleman. Go straight to Barry. All right. Well, I do hope to see you at some point, in person, as opposed to Zoom, which I'm sure I will.
You will do. You will. You might see me Tuesday.
You should. I'm being serious now. More and more, I'm thinking about it. You should 100% come down to the bubble. I
might just come as an interviewer.
You do, yeah. Listen, come do interviews for IFL.
They got me a room booked anyway, so I might as well just.
Might as well fucking use it. Yeah.
I might as well. Yeah, I might come and interview my old friends Alan Babbitt and Tom Little and stuff like that.
That'd be brilliant.
Might come and do it. I might text Ed and see what he says.
I will be your cameraman.
Could do that. Might do that all week. It'd be nice, that, wouldn't it?
You interviewed David A. The last one. You liked doing that, didn't you?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. You never know. You never know what's coming around the corner for us. So yeah, you can drop out a text and just say, look, he's coming. He's coming as part of the team.
All right. Well, listen. You seem happy. You actually seem more happy than I've seen you in a while, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't feel stressed out about everything. About not having an opponent and they only got 6 minutes left to a fight and you still ain't seeing your boxing. It's lovely. I just feel the weight of the world just come off me. I feel so much better. I'll feel better when Eddie gives me a job or something there. But
well,
you know what I mean?
If you come to the bubble, you can stick it right on him for a job.
Yeah, you know what? I'm coming next week. I'm gonna take, as soon as I get off the phone, I'm sorting it out. I'm coming.
Do it, 100% do it.
I'm just gonna text him and say, look, Ed, you've got me a room anyway, so why let it go to waste? I'm just coming just to chill out.
100%.
I might. No, I'm doing it. I'm definitely doing it.
And we'll get you. We'll get you interviewing all the people that you could have fought.
I could have boxed one day. You know what? Now I'm retired. It's easy as well. I'd have beat them all. I'd have beat them all in one round. To be honest, all of them. I lasted 2 seconds.
It'd be completely different from that fight week you were meant to fight because you're going there knowing that you're just there and it's just like.
I would definitely boxing at least
darts,
one of them.
A bit of PlayStation, a bit of darts, a bit of football in the little room.
That would be good. I think I will actually. I'm gonna try and come down actually now. Yeah, be all right. That as well.
Okay. Well, certainly hope to see you anyway. So I'll let you get on with your day, and yeah, don't forget about us.
Well, I'll see you Tuesday because we've got work to do.
All right, we've got work to do.
Right.
All right.
Cheers. Thank you very much.
Is your debt causing you sleepless nights? Knock your debt out with Debt KO. And your debt won't be the only thing keeping you up at night. Debt KO, free impartial advice on all your debt.